Hi guys, Retro Trek Ralph here with another Star Trek The Next Generation build, the US Enterprise D from HeroCollector Eaglemoss. Magazine 11, this is part 3, this is the build kit 41. So, there's a lot to do on this little part here anyway. So let's go through what we've got in parts. Again, like last time, once you take the screws and the windows off, there's only a panel and a reflective, a double LED, a reflective that looks like it's for the neck, and then 2 cable ties, and you've got to watch out for this, that. More to come later. If you lose that, then there are options, so it's fine. Right, so what we're going to do to start with, right, we're going to build that part, we're going to do that. I think there is there another part that comes with this? I don't know. It's just putting 41H in place, putting that reflective bit over, putting these in, and then putting that on. And is that part done? No, it carries on going. Okay, so let's start off with here. Insert 3 escape pods into this. This is a plastic part anyway. This is the outer edge. So let's get on with doing a little bit of this. Then I'll jump forward for you. This is the top section, that's the bottom. So I put the red lines to the bottom of the escape hatch. I do hope it's that way on the model. Otherwise, this is going to be a fun disassembly. And I wonder what everybody's going to do with their Enterprises when they're done. It is quite a daunting and expensive model to do. But once it's done, I mean, what are you going to do with yours when you finished it? Are you going to hang it from the ceiling? Are you going to fly it around the cosmos? Are you going to crash it down the stairs? I don't know. I mean, I can't think whether or not there's going to be an influx of 3/4 built Enterprise kits within the next year or so. So I don't really know. I'm trying to put the blacks in first, but then it makes it awkward when the whites go in. Well, it doesn't make it awkward when the whites go in, it just makes it kind of odd. This is very awkward to do and fiddly. Try and get these parts in. Let me get a little bit of a closer view, unfortunately. There you go. Worse on my hands. One doesn't go in there, one goes in there. Tweezers are an option, and for me, it's the best option to do. Trying to do similar to this part here. And here we go. So one black, white. Nice. So these should all fit in place. Sometimes when you pick these up, the other right way around. Sometimes you pick them up, they're upside down. That wasn't on cue. That was just as they come out. See, I could be doing other things than this, you know. I could be, well, actually, no, I couldn't. See, that's what's awkward about them. I mean, while we're here, at the beginning of the video, says doing it right at the end, if you want to help out the channel, instead of me just waffling on all the time, if you got anything that you want to throw in the bin, I do a tech series as well as Trek stuff. If you've got any old toys that you've, yeah, they're knackered, you don't want them, throw them in the bin, get in touch. The links are in the description below, or just comment and I'll get back to you and we can arrange something. If you want to be a Patreon, I don't do much on Patreon, but every single month when I get the Patreon, it's massively grateful, and your name's on the front of every single one of the videos that I do. So it's nice that you do these things for me, so I can do these things for you. It's not easy running a YouTube channel because I do full-time work as well. So it's balancing work, life and YouTube. Not many people really like to do all three. I mean, it's nice doing like a gaming channel or something. You can just play games or something, so that's your free time display and everything else. But I like to do this. and it's a pain in the bum when you've got to do other things when you're desperate to do these. Ah, come on, Ralph. Over you go. Well, at least I haven't put myself with the tweezers yet. Light, bright and black. There, done. So let's get the pot section there on, which is that way around. I have 2 lights to fit in here as well. So what I will do is I need 3 BP screws. I'll just take you out a little bit there. 3 BP screws. BP, they are BMs. BPs, these short, stumpy little things. Right, so there. Oh, there's 3 or 2? 2, right. Oh, there is 3 on the end. I could probably put that one in now. B for the size B, P for plastics. So this a little bit in, just so I can try and get a little bit of purchase with the lights go in. Keep to their colour scheme, shall we? That goes in there. Let's get past that tab, which I think I'm on. It is a bit tricky and a bit daunting at times to do this. Actually, I think I'm there. And then leave that one off. Tighten up. I won't hold it in place. The problem with the plastic screws is once you feel a little bit of tightness on, leave it. Don't screw in as fast as you possibly can. Otherwise you'll just rip out whatever threads or the plastic that's inside there. Just take your time, let it pull itself together. You'll feel it, little tense there, that's fine. Try that on again a little bit. Now that's alright. So that's that piece done. 42. This one will go onto the hull. Right. I need to zoom you out a lot and get the saucer section in. Where are we now? Underneath, next to U303, which isn't there. Okay, so we're actually going here. So we turn that around so it's there. Get you out. Right, this is where it gets tricky. I've not got a small setup here. This is actually quite a decent size filming area, but it's getting to be a bit of a pain. So, right, yellow. Right, let's have a look here. That looks like threading. Yeah, underneath there. That's going that way. This bit then wants to go. Just trying to see it. That's one weird thing about it, just trying to see it as it is. This wants to go in there, so I think I've just screwed that one up too early. Or have I? Yeah, maybe. Oh no, that'll do. So that's in there and there. CP screws holding this in place. Why does that go around? Ah, that doesn't want to go through there, that wants to go through there. Right, so back out with that one. That in there. Right, so then this one goes through there and in. Other side. There's a third one wants to go at the top anyway, so that's for later. Okay, so he's going to which holes? These two here, right. Right, it's another one of those corner silly holes as well, with the light wants to be pulled up, the wire wants to pull right up. I think with that wants to go in that corner there for this cabling, which sets it in. Oh, not too nice. Ah. This lip on here wants to go in and then on. So, there. There we go. Seems a bit high on that side, I don't know. Right, what screw did I need? That's a CP? CP. So they're over here. That's right in place there. I'm not going to go too tight yet, just want to hold it and see what we've got. I mean, the biggest problem with these is where the cables come through. You've got a nice substructure there, which looks very much like what we saw in Star Trek. There's at the Utopia Planitia yards. Yeah, that's okay. A little bit, could have done with being a bit further up. We might have issues with that because there's a small gap right in there. We might have issues with that later, but I think we'll wait and see what happens with this part here. That's going to be in that way and then on if we get round to that. So it wants lights testing again. So it's that one, plug it in. Does it work? Yes, it does. Thank you very much. I can see a light, can see a light. Yes, it does. Oh, right then. So, yeah. Okay, so tested. Now it wants me to use a cable tie. Where? There. It wants me to run across here. So, underneath here. All these lights. Where's that one go to? Have we got this one here? That's one there. Right. Okay, so ignore that one. It wants to be the same, maybe a little bit longer than that. I don't know where that would go. Ah, impulse engines, possibly. Okay. So it doesn't need to be too much. It's a little bit of cable tied in at the moment. Get these round to there maybe. Yes. Everything, including the one here. Nope, including the one there. Right, so that there is that one, that there is that one. Everything else, and these all get mushed up into there. And then cable tied. This is the fun bit, Savick. Trying to do that into there, that round there with my fat fingers. Push it through and in. Grab hold of it, tie it through a little bit, but then start to put a little bit of tidiness on it. And pull these through a little bit more. We'll probably cable tie in other parts later anyway. Yeah, that gives that one, I assume that's got to be for the impulse engines, but we haven't seen them yet. I mean, yeah, impulse engines will be there and there, which is kind of, they only light up. It should only light up when there's the saucer separated, because that's the impulse for the saucer, not for anything else. So, what's next? Ah, hello. Fitting the right neck rear light. So we're done with that part there now. Hopefully we're done with that whole section. I'll probably loosen this piece anyway when we get around to fitting this part, then they'll all fit together. But at the minute, that part's done with, and pretty. Okay, so we want the neck. So we have that, we have the neck. Take the battle section, build, right neck section reflector. Aha, hello, right. So we put this in. I want 3 CP screws. I have 3 CP screws. That wants to go that way. We have 2 lights. They want the yellow one on the bottom and then the yellow one on the top. The yellow one that comes from the top is going onto the top there. The yellow one from there is going from there. It's a little bit fiddly with the lights, but I'm sure you can see these going in. No, because there's like a really big tooth there to hold in the back of the LED. Should have done this one first, because that bottom one went straight in. Yes, right, yes, Bobby. Let me get you in a little bit more. There you go, a bit more detail. The problem with is this is a pain to get them in. Now these are plastic ones anyway. And there. They won't stick on the screwdriver. This is Eaglemoss's big fault with the screws. They've managed to do every single screw with the same, if not similar head, but the screwdriver just isn't that perfect. I mean, I'm seriously considering at the moment, since we're a quarter of the way through, well, third way through with this, if the 120 parts is to be believed, and possibly getting a different screwdriver. Okay, so that part's in, right? Yes, right. Okay, so now we get this little plastic part here, which is there. Right, we have that way around. If you can see, it's not symmetrical. It's a little bit, I think it will fit one way only inside there. So, is that right? I don't know if it is. It looks like that the larger section is above this, so that will go forward. It doesn't seem to fit there. Oh, there's a slot behind it, that fits it. That's good. So now that's in place, sort of, held, and it will go down that slot there. You can probably see there. That's the other section that part's going to go in. So, have we got any more? That's E done. F, right, this will be the problem. Lift the right next section assembler into position, taking care not to trap any of the cables. Right, so what we've got is... Actually, to be honest, why would that... Secure the panel... Ah, right, so it doesn't actually tell you to loosen these. And we had this with the one before. Because this panel here needs to be risen. I think that might need more. A couple more turns. I don't want it coming off. Risen a little bit. So, BM screws on standby. 3 of them. I said 3 of them. There we go. I can load one up already on the screwdriver ready. This is where it gets interesting. We've got to put that bit in there first, but there's also this section here wants to go behind these 2 windows. Because that doesn't have any windows behind there, unsurprisingly, but these are the windows for it. Or are they? Right, as I'm going, I'm going to try and tuck in the cables where they want to go. There's only screwing at the top of here that you need to keep things out of the way of. So I think I'm going to bend these lights down, or tuck this inside there. A better idea. If I'd not twisted the cables around before, I might have been alright. I don't want that anywhere where the screw hole's going to be, otherwise I'll just break that straight away. And popping out the bottom as well, so a little bit up on the bottoms. Right, in, under, round, in, on, up. Well, that wants to be tucked in as well as that. Oh my goodness, this is not gonna, oh no, this is not gonna fit. This has just fitted. Oh, and it's in there as well on the front, but not too good. A little bit of clicking means it's going into place a bit better. Will that fit there better? That's not going in where the torpedo launcher is. Doesn't look right either. Oh, I've lost that screw. See, there's a bit on the front there. See, that won't really nip in place because the plastic bit isn't right. You're not right either. So why are you not there either? Okay, because you're not in line with the bit below. That will push that in anyway. That's still not right there. I'm not happy with that. I'm very not happy with that. Okay, that's now stuck in place and my finger's now stuck in it. Okay. I don't fully want to get rid of this. I don't know how high this goes. I mean, I knew this would be a problem. Ah, right. Just take that off. I can see everything else inside. What's my issue? The plastic's moved. Should that not go? Should the torpedo launcher not go elsewhere? See, it's going in, it's pushing that in place. So maybe loosen this side a little. No, that's not really moving anywhere anyway. Alright, this is not fun. Is that better? No. Still not hold. That will hold all right in there, but there's a gap at the back of here. That torpedo launcher really isn't going well, is it? And the torpedo launcher just left the building. Where's it gone? I'm betting it's inside. So, let me give it a think. Yeah, I can see torpedo launcher right inside there. Oh no. Nope. Right, let me get on with getting this out and then come back to you in a few minutes. Now, a few minutes later, it's gone in place. Look at that. Lovely. Now, on the actual torpedo launcher clear part, there are 2 notches on one side. That goes into the bit we've already started with. Little bit of kind of putting it back here and then trying to get it in would be advisable. Not putting, like I would do, putting this part in first, then trying to get that in and that in. It pushed the torpedo launcher out. So trying to put it behind and bring it in, but then trying to get a little bit of an angle to try and bring it onto the torpedo launcher was a little bit difficult. Tucking cable behind was possible anyway, so that's fine. I think that one might be in the way. My OCD's just kicked in again. Damn it. So let's try and pull that out a little and tuck that down. Yeah, that's the cable top of there anyway. That's fine. It's behind. The cable from that one is there, which I don't think's in the way. No, it isn't. Right, so second one in there. I'm in the middle of the screen. Yeah, it's good. So taking that bottom section off does seem to be a better idea than just loosening it. Because it is holding things in, yes, but it's also... Actually, my hole isn't big enough. Here's when your hole's not big enough. There you go. You can see everything, and you can also tuck all the cables back in properly from the centre outwards. You don't be too ballistic with the cable, with the screwing on here. Yes, it needs to be secure, but you're going to damage the plastics if you do it too much. So you on there, you on there, you go on top. Screw these in. It's a case of just blind look where the screws are. One fully in. Two fully in. Screwdriver is tiny as hell. I hate it. And it's starting to do like the other one did. The chroming started to come off. I mean, that last screw there, that one over here, is starting to round off the head. We only took these in and out twice. So that's pushing against there. There's a gap on there. There's no gap on there. Why is that not got a gap? It's like that part needs putting down. There's nothing saying I can't just get some super glue and hold that in place, but that shouldn't be there as a gap, because that side's perfect. Something holding it in, do you think? There's nothing loose, but yeah, we'll work on that on another date, I think. So, test everything, that lights up, so you're constantly firing a torpedo. Red and green lights. On the back, done. That is quite nice. And quite heavy. Let me try something for you. I have got an old set of scales. Sorry, these are not clean. Don't care. I use them for packaging. On. Let's have a look. Weight-wise. The neck itself... okay. Is that 1 point something pounds? I don't do that. Do kilos only. Kilos is 660 grams. So that's you know, it's not a kilo I get this, but by the time we've finished with bits and bats on it, oh no, that's a problem. That's next, that bit doesn't go down because there's a wire in the way. Okay. I can work on that. I can feel the wire underneath it. Right, so turn you back off again. Move you out of the way. We'll try and weigh the saucer section one of these days, I think. So, yes. So that's that one done. That's actually, I'm a little bit annoyed with that there. Can that go back up? Definitely a cable or something behind here that I can't get to. That's on the side I've just put in as well. Right, I'm gonna have to live with it, unfortunately, or dismantle that side. We'll work on that at a later date, I think. I don't think it's too much of an issue, since none of these actually do anything. I don't know whether or not it's an issue at all, so yeah, great. Still no idea on why those are on feel like springs. Bit weird. Okay. Also, the other weird thing about all of this is the saucer section doesn't have any registry numbers on it, but we've got markings, we've got name, we've got number. If they wanted to give us a decal sheet full of, let's say we want to make Yamato, we've got to tick off all these. So that makes it a little bit weird. So with that in mind, actually, to be honest, does that still come off? Oh, this is the battery cover, isn't it? Yeah. And that's not glued in place. Okay. Done, sorted, happy, push, on, in, done. Sorted. So, with that in mind, that's going to be the end of this one. That's part fitting stage 41. Actually, let me see one more. This band across here, whether or not it does actually light through or not. Yeah, there's a lot of lights coming through there. There's not supposed to be any lights coming through there, but why it's there, I'll never know. Maybe it's like that on the original model, who knows. So, 41 done. Come back for another issue later on. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.